Hey guys, I know this is supposed to be up either yesterday or Wednesday, but since my friends stayed over an extra night, so I've only just I got back from meeting them an hour or something ago, like some other friends, and now I'm ready to do the video. Essentially what I'm doing is a two-part video with this one, and then I'm going to upload another one straight after this. And the first one is a back to school surviving one, and the second one is back to school my story. So I'm going to explain to you my time from year 7 to year 11, which I think for America it'd be sort of like freshman to senior sort of thing. Not exactly, but similar. And so yeah, I have a book with my tips to survive secondary school, and I guess you could take these like if you're in high school in America too, but some things will be specifically for UK students. I've done some year by year, and then I think, if I remember correctly, I have some general tips. Hold on. Yeah, I have some general tips as well. Okay, so we will start with year 7s. Number 1, always ask for help. Like, I cannot stress this enough. Seriously, always ask for help. Because, it doesn't matter whether it's a teacher or an older student, depends on, your situation. You're not going to get very far if you don't ask for help, especially if, you're lost or something. Don't be afraid to do it. If it's an older student, I would say look for the people that look the nicest. Although, it's not always based on looks, but sometimes you might be surprised on how they look, is how nice they are, sort of thing. You need to sort of, you're just starting out, so you go by looks if you're in a hurry, sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I'm not trying to be stereotypical or anything, but yeah. Second one would be, don't be afraid to make new friends. I'm not saying completely avoid the friends that you've came to the school with. I'm just saying broaden your horizons, make more friends in lessons, because it'll make the year so much easier. I know in my secondary school I went through about 5 different friend groups in year 7. And well, I'm now with a friend group which I hope lasts for the rest of my life, if not at least the next 10 to 20 years or something like that. But out of that friend group, there's 2 people one person that I've known since year 7, I've been friends with since year 7, and then the other since year 8, and then the last 2 I've been really close to since year 10. So you will get you will get friends, and so yeah. But I'm not saying completely avoid the ones you came with, because, well, you did come to the school with them, and it'd be nice to know someone from your primary school. Older students aren't intimidating, just stupid and immature. I can tell you now that is 100% accurate. I'm immature, and we're really not that intimidating. I know for a fact, my year, before I left, they tried to act all hard and cool, to intimidate the younger years, but believe me, they're just stupid, really. I'm not gonna lie. Most of us are pretty stupid when it comes to actions, sort of thing. But yeah, don't be, intimidated by them. They're not, ferocious beasts. You will eventually determine the nice ones from the not nice ones. So yeah, okay. I'm gonna say that I don't know whether this happens in like every year, every school, like across the UK or across the country or across the world, but I've noticed that when people start art school in like the year sevens, they bring bags like the size of Russia. I kid you not. And I was one of those. I had like a gigantic bag, but then by the end of the year it downsized to like that big because I wanted to seem cool. Yeah. You don't need any more than one bag either. I mean, I know a lot of my people in my school, even like in year 11, they'll bring a separate bag for like PE kit and stuff. The guys, even some of the girls, bring like boot bags to shove it all in. Actually, I don't know what would be called in like other places, but we call them boot bags, and they're kind of just like small, not that big, and got like a handle that you can hold them with. And some of the girls who just brought, like, myself included, would bring like shopping bags, sort of like from New Look, or well-known shops that aren't Primark, because Primark bags are pretty shit. But yeah, and it wasn't seen like trampy or anything, because it was sort of like a high street store. But you don't necessarily need more than one bag. Because you can't have it too small, but not too big that you look like overpowered by it. Because a lot of the year 7s that I've known have been pretty small, and so yeah, that's something to bear in mind. You only need to take stuff for that day, and like food. You don't need like your box for the rest of the week or anything. So yeah. Okay, this should be year 8. Don't be cocky, even now that you're like the year older than the new students. Because believe me, I know a lot of year 8s that are extremely cocky, and it's so very annoying. You're still young and small, and quite frankly, it's kind of really annoying when you act like you're harder than all the year 11s, because it's literally just like a stupid off. As in, you're both as immature as each other. Please just stop. That's really all I have for year 8. Just don't be cocky. You still get to ask for help. I know, when I was in year 8, we had like this thing called reception duty, and they'd have like 2 students from like each form throughout the year, and then once it got to the end, like random students that took like the notices from classroom to classroom, and I think it was like sort of get used to the school more, which, to be honest with you, by year 11 I was still confused with where some places were, but it did help. So yeah, year 9. In my school, this is the year that people chose their GCSE options, and so I have things for that. Don't stress out. Year 9 isn't particularly important. You just got to choose your options. I know it's kind of like you want to chill out that year, because once you hit year 10, you're going to be swamped with deadlines, coursework, even mock exams, and mock exams are like the bane of my existence. Don't choose an option because your best friends or friends are taking that subject. I've been in this situation personally. One of my best friends took the same option as me, just because we took all the same options, but the other 3 was because we enjoyed them. And there's this one that she chose because I was taking it, and so yeah, she's probably felt that. And I'm going to so apply for this next option, this next like tip. Know why you're choosing one option. I chose my fourth option because I don't know why I chose my fourth option, and that's exactly the point. It's the same option my best friend chose because I was taking it, and that's why it's safe to say that we both failed. No offence or anything. We're not stupid, it's just, yeah. If you know someone in year 10 or 11, ask them for advice about options, because it's really going to help. I know I had my cousin and a couple of my cousin's friends in year 11, and so I asked them for advice, and then they gave it to me, and that helps a lot. But if not, choose like a teacher that perhaps you don't hate as much as all the others, or like I know my school had like a pastoral manager type person, so that you could go to her and stuff. So yeah, just ask someone for advice and they'll give it to you. Year 10. This year is important. Don't slack off as like I did. Focus on like the present and not like what could happen in the future to do with the lesson, because you want to focus on getting everything done at the moment it is, then like worry about it later and like have to then not remember it whatsoever. Then secondly, make friends in your GCSE group, because it could really help when it comes to like revision. So sort of like talk to people that are doing the same things as you, rather than like talking to your friends and like you have no clue. I think it's great if like a friend has taken it because they enjoy it too, but yeah. With mine, from September to December of year 10, we had like a getting to know the course thing, and that was where like because for art, for example, we did like just like drawings to get like to know different techniques and stuff. In graphics, we did like this graphic designing thing for this competition, which was really fun. I can't remember what we did in history and textiles though. So yeah. Year 11. Start revising. Once you get back, start revising. I really wish I had, but believe me, you're gonna need to. Number 2, try not to miss anything unless you're like seriously ill, because you're going to regret missing things, like I did. Yes, the exams are important, but like they get you in college and stuff, but you come before studying. So if you're stressed out, just take a day or perhaps take the weekend and just forget everything schoolwork related. Revise, as I've mentioned, but don't like I'd say don't leave it to like June, like May, June. I'd say starting like the latest January, February. So yeah, when exams start, don't coop yourself up and go, I have to cram all of this. Take some days, hang out with friends. I know I did. Not that I revised either. That's why I failed everything. But like, try it, and even though I didn't, try and have a positive like attitude towards exams, because that'll help. And then like some last tips, like in general, would be don't bully, don't undermine the young years, sort of like for, especially not year 7s, because you were there once. Never be afraid to ask for help with anything. Don't slack too much, it shows later in times. So yeah, I'm going to film my story about high school now, and yeah, bye.